All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Wahara Kakadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, those who rule well and who taught me this truth. Salutations to you, brothers, stiffly pushing this one truth out there. And Shalom to the rest of the 1/3 remnant of men, women, and children who are believing on the words of Yahweh Shah as we await the second Exodus. All right, this is your brother Rikaga Bar, and I'm back at you again with another lesson that'll be entitled Wisdom and Money Are Both Defenses, but riches profit nothing in a day of wrath. All right. Wisdom and money are both defenses, but riches profit nothing in a day of wrath, man. All right. And ultimately, the inspiration of this lesson, all right, comes from the fact that we're in war, man. We're in war. Okay. World War III, all right, has begun, man. Whether you have been paying attention to everything that's been going on the international playing field, all right, man, we're at war. You see, dealing with currency war, all right, soft war, okay? We're at war, man. And the fact of the matter is that we're in those times that, scriptures refer to as the day of the Lord, all right? The day of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, man. You see, and pretty much, touching off of the previous lesson, I went into the fact how we are in the times of judgment. All right, wherein the Most High Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, is smiting the earth with plagues, man. He's smiting the earth with plagues. And you read about in 2nd Ezra, all right, the 15th or 16th chapter, how the Most High will smite Egypt with plagues as before. You see, dealing with this modern day Egypt, man, which is America, all right, or in other words, Babylon. All right, or in other words, Sodom. You see, this place, America, man, has a lot of spiritual names because of the levels of wickedness that are performed on this land, man. You see, scriptures tell y'all this place is spiritually Sodom, Egypt, Babylon the Great. You see, this is the most wicked kingdom, man. This is the climax of wickedness on the planet Earth. You see, and that's why going into the previous lesson, that measure of wickedness has been fulfilled, man. You see? So what I want to do in this lesson is, go into the fact that, your money is not going to be able to save you in these times, man. Okay? Your money and what you have, all right, your wealth, you got a 401k that you plan on taking out. You see? You got a, you got a PhD. You got money saved up. All right. None of that shit's going to save you, man. None of it. You see, you got people that are switching, that are hopped on the cryptocurrency bandwagon. All right. Because they see that the dollar is crashing. You see, people have hopped on the cryptocurrency bandwagon because they see that the dollar is crashing, man. The dollar's not backed by gold. All right. And it's completely worthless, man. It's a fucking paperweight. You see, so people are switching to another worthless form of currency, which is digital currency, man. Dealing with these cryptos. All right. Because if you understand what's going on, all right, the elites are transitioning society into a digital society, man. You see, and that's why we warn you time and time again about the Rev 13. All right. Because that's ultimately, what their digital infrastructure is going to be centered around. You see, those who receive that mark, all right, will be put to death, man. You see that? And you have a lot of people around the world that already have it. Okay? A lot of people already have it, man. Companies developing it. You see the Pentagon, right? Wallet more over there in Europe. You see, this is no longer science fiction, man. This is no longer, just, oh yeah, they've been talking about that chip, for the longest, man, and they ain't seen it yet, right? But guess what, man? It's June. All right, it's June, man. You brothers and sisters, all right, understand that inside. All right, but guess what, man? We are here, okay? And what I want to do in this lesson is go into the fact that the only thing that's going to be able to save you from these times is going to be wisdom. All right, it's going to be wisdom, man. All right, the what you have, you see, even if you are a prepper, you got all these preppers popping up on YouTube. All right. You got all these preppers popping up, man. Saying 10 things that you'll need to survive the apocalypse, to survive the Great Depression, right? 10 things you'll need to survive when shit hits the fan. All right. Guess what, man? These people are putting their faith into what they have. You see, into their carnal possessions. All right. But we're going to show you, man, that as Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is stirring up the Medes, dealing with Russia, all right, and their allies, none of that shit's going to save you, all right, from the destruction, all right, that is coming. You see, like we tell you, man, scriptures tell you, all right, rather, scriptures go into the fact this place, all right, the land of unwalled villages, all right, Babylon the Great will be invaded, man. It will be invaded. These foreign troops will come in that don't speak this language, you see, and all hell, sheer anarchy, all right, will be seen in these streets, all right, real soon. Okay? These Americans, man, are the most, docile, complacent people because, everything has been relatively well for them, man. This country, they tell you is the land of the free, the home of the brave, all right, which was built upon the backs, all right, of the Israelites. You see? And these people are prideful in what they have, all right? But they wouldn't have shit if it wasn't for our people, man. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You see? And this is one of the reasons why Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is angry with them, man. You see? And nothing that they have, all right? When you watch The Purge, you had these families who are wealthier, all right? And they, when The Purge commences, they lock down their house and you see the fucking garage doors shut, those bulletproof, whatever they made out of, doors closed, and, they got snipers on the roof and shit. Well, guess what, man? It's going to be the same in these damn times. This is what we've been warning you about, you see, because Yahweh Bashim Yahushua always warns you before he does something, okay? And he does that in the form of movies, right? Different shows. Okay, and mainly the prophets, man, are literally telling you the shit that's coming down the pipeline. Okay, but without further ado, man, we're going to go ahead and jump into this lesson, which is entitled, Wisdom and Money Are Both Defenses, but Riches Profit Nothing in a Day of Wrath, man. All right, so first we're going to go ahead and start in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7 and 12. You see, it says, for wisdom is a defense and money is a defense. But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. You see that? Because scriptures tell you how Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, all right, only loves them that dwell with wisdom. Okay? How incorruption, all right, maketh us near unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Okay? Yahweh reveals his secrets to his servants, the prophets, man, and to the elect, all right, the initiated. All right? That's the only ones he's dealing with, man. That's what we tell you, all right? That dealing with the Israelites, all right? There's an Israel of the Most High, and then you got the rest of Israel, okay? Who are ultimately brute beasts destined for destruction. You see, meaning they're void of understanding, all right? And they're still in that darkness, man. But Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is dealing with the hopeful elect, okay? That is who he loves, man. That is who Yahushua prayed for when you read about it in St. John, the 17th chapter. Okay, and that's who Yahushua is coming to save and deliver. All right? But yeah, man, it says, for wisdom is a defense and money is a defense. Okay? When you click on the word defense, all right, it goes back into the Hebrew word tazal. All right? Tazal. All right? And it says a shadow or a shade. Okay? A shadow or a shade, man. Which this leads me directly into the next precept, because guess what? In these times, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua tells you, all right, how his men, all right, the men of the Lord, all right, will be a shadow, all right, from this destruction. You see that? A shadow from the destruction, man, which means a defense. Okay? Wisdom and money are both defenses, but guess what? Only one of those defenses is going to hold in these times, man. Isaiah 32 and 2. It says, and a man shall be as in hiding place from the wind, which shows winds represent destruction, which you read about in Jeremiah, the 51st chapter, right? And a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of waters in a dry land, or Salakia, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. And you click on the word shadow here, it goes back to the word tazal, all right, which means defense, man. You see that? So the only defense that is going to stand, all right, in these times of trouble, all right, in these times of distress, despair, all right, you see it on these people's faces, man. You see it on these people's faces. And as these times grow, because we're only in the beginning of sorrows, okay? We're only in the beginning of sorrows, man. You still able to access the internet, right? You still able to, hop on YouTube, go to work, okay? Despite, the labor shortages and people not wanting to go to work and everything that's going on, society is still somewhat intact. You see, but we're coming into the times where we're coming into the months where society will collapse, man. This is what we're going into. You see, society is about to collapse as you know it. All right. And when it does, man, you have all these apocalyptic shows, right? The survival of the fittest, you see, shows and movies that when society collapses, man, everything, all right, is going to completely change. No one's going to be, worrying about using money, fiat currency. That shit's going to go, man. It's going to turn into a bartering, like a barter trade type system. Okay. Everything's going to regress, man. And that's how it's set up by design when you understand it, man, because the motto of these elites is ordo ab chaos. All right. Which stands for order out of chaos, man. They're crashing this economy, all right, in order to bring in a new one. So that best believe the dollar is going to crash, okay? And matter of fact, you have it to where the BRICS nations, all right, which a brother, just went into this, all right? The BRICS nations, man, all right, which deals with Russia, Brazil, India, China, and South Africa, are looking to develop a new global reserve currency. You see, they're looking to develop, and I have it pulled up, a new global reserve currency, man. And this information went out a day ago. You see that? You see that? And this is the king of the Medes, man, which we're about to grab the precept. Because Yahweh tells you how he's going to stir up the king of the Medes, all right, against Babylon, which goes into Russia, man. You also read about it in Ezekiel, the 38th chapter, all right, how he's turning Russia back into that Soviet state of mind, okay? And their allies going to be joined with them to destroy this place. You see that? But BRICS working on new global reserve currency and alternative mechanism for international payments. You see that? Because the sanctions that have been placed upon Russia by Babylon the Great, all right, in some NATO countries, all right, Russia was like, all right, fuck that. You see? And their allies dealing with the BRICS nations, all right, they're looking to create a new global reserve currency, man, because as you understand it, the US dollar, was the Federal Reserve currency, all right, leading up until this point. But as everybody sees the dollar's getting weaker, all right, the American economy is weak, okay? These Americans are weak. Their society is weak. Their infrastructure is weak. So you have all these other nations, all right, scriptures say that let the weak say I am strong. Okay. Matter of fact, let's grab it, man, because you're dealing with North Korea, Iran, and all these nations, man, that are trying to get ready for war as well. Okay. Give me one moment here. All right. I believe it's in Joel, the 3rd chapter. Okay. Everybody's gearing up, man. Everybody's gearing up. All right. And you read the first verse goes into how this is a future prophecy dealing with how Yahweh Bashmi Shah, all right, is going to take us Israelites out of this final captivity. You see that? And how he's going to gather these nations, all right, over there in the Middle East. But let's skip down. Let's skip down because it says here, verse 9, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw nigh. Right? Russia's invaded Ukraine. Okay? China is running mock invasion drills on Taiwan. All right? Iran is trying to develop a nuclear weapon. North Korea is testing missiles in the ocean. You see, nations are ready for war, man. They're ready. It says, let all the men of war draw nigh, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. You see that? That's why I believe under Trump, they was trying to prevent Iran from developing nuclear weapons. But guess what, man? That shit is up. All right. Iran is going to do what they want to do because really they're backed by Russia, man. China. They're all in an alliance with each other and they're all going to destroy this place. You see that? It says, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh. You see that? It's time, man. It says, let the heathen be wakened. Wakened for what, man? For that third woe. Okay? That third woe. These nations, all right, have came to the understanding that America, all right, that whore is no longer the top superpower. They no longer fear America. They no longer respect America. Okay? And with all these, nations that are allied with each other, man, they are more powerful than this place, man. All right? And for them to look to develop a new global reserve currency, man, that is heavy. You see, that's a direct hit, man. That's a direct act of war. You see, that's a direct blow to the American economy. Okay? That's a direct blow, man. And, Babylon thought that those sanctions against Russia was going to weaken them, but it had the exact opposite effect. They've only became stronger because of that, man. This was released a day ago. You see, we're in those times, man. We're here. All right. We are here. So let's go ahead and go back. Let's go to Proverbs 11:4, man. It says, riches profit nothing, or Salakia, riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. You see, so as Yahweh Bashmiel Shah is gathering these nations for war, all right, he's the most mighty strategic chess player, man. It's the brother Yahweh the Maccabees. All right, always goes into how Yahweh, all right, Bashmiel Shah, he's the most strategic chess player, man. He's setting everything up at all times, man. He's moving these nations to do what they do, all right? You read in Ezekiel 38 how he tells you he put hooks into the jaws of them damn Russians. Okay, turning them back to ultimately rebuild the Soviet Union. That's why Russia want to take Ukraine back. All right. China wants to take Taiwan back. All right. China wants to control the South China Sea. You see, why do you think all these nations are making such major moves, man, on the international playing field? Because there is a new world order that they are trying to establish and set up. Okay. And these nations have it to where America, they see it that America will not be the top superpower in this new world order if it was to come to pass, man. You see that? That's why they're developing they're trying to develop a new global reserve currency, man. All right. But yeah, man, riches profit not in the day of wrath. So, you have these Americans over here that, the preppers, and they got all this money so they can go buy things and prepare, buy ammunition, which really, even they're being hit hard by these times, man. The prices of the ammo's going up. You see, the price of everything is going up, man. But guess what? When this place gets invaded upon, these foreign troops are not going to give two fucks about what you have, man. And we're going to grab the precepts, okay? We're going to show you dealing with the prophet Isaiah and the prophet Ezra, okay, who received visions of these very same times that are playing out on the earth, man. that these foreign troops, all right, this place will be invaded, and the horrific things, the horrific scenes that are about to take place over here in the land of Babylon the Great. Okay? And when it does, nothing's going to be able to save you, man. Nothing. All right? Nothing, man, except Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. You see that? We go back to Isaiah 32:2. Okay? Man shall be a hiding place from the wind and the covert from the tempest, as rivers of a water in a dry place, as a shadow of a great rock in a weary land. You see, this is about to be a weary, a faint, exhausted land because of all the destruction that is coming upon this place, man. You see that? That's why you read in Isaiah 33:6 that wisdom and knowledge, all right, shall be the stability of our times. Dealing with the elect men, all right, the elect, okay? It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability, all right? That's how we're going to be stable and comforted, all right, in times of war, famine, pestilence, death, destruction. You see? It says, in strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure, man. This truth is a treasure above all else. Okay, this is that great, what does it say? That great pearl, all right, you know, found in a field, all right, roughly paraphrasing. This is a treasure, man, far above gold and silver, all right, far above everything, man. This is a treasure because this is what's going to be your defense in these times, man. The only defense. You see that? Okay. Before I actually go into the dealing with the prophets, all right, Isaiah and Ezra, let me play this short clip, all right, because Russia's ready, man. The king of the Medes is ready, which we're about to grab that precept, all right, and their allied nations, all right, are ready, man. Best believe that China, okay, they're running, you know, they ran joint military drills together, all right. I remember seeing that, seeing about that, I think it was last year, how Russia and China were running joint military drills together. Okay. And these nations are ready, man. We just read it. Assemble yourselves, man. All ye heathen, get ready for this day of war. All right. All right. But yeah, man, let's play this clip, this little short clip, and then we'll grab those last couple precepts.
Так вот, если натовцы отправят миротворцев на Украину, они должны понимать, это будет прямым столкновением вооруженных сил России и НАТО. Чем закончится это столкновение, объяснять, наверное, не стоит.
Oh, and I'm gonna rewind it. All right, but it says that how this collision will end is probably not worth explaining, man. Why? Because we're going to see thermonuclear destruction during this World War III, man. This is going to be the most catastrophic events to take place on the face of the earth. Which scriptures go into that, man. Jeremiah 30th chapter, verse 6 and 7. All right. Daniel, the 12th chapter. All right. How there's going to be a time that has never been seen upon the earth, man. Nuclear war, man. These nations got nukes. All right. They got missiles that can bypass radars. Okay. Russia got their Satan 2 missiles and shit. Okay. This is going to be, man. Okay. This is the one, man. This is going to be the war to end all wars. All right. The war to end all wars, because when Yahweh Shai and the angels come back, they're going to put in work as well, man. With the laser beams, the fire from the chariots. Okay. Because Yahweh Shai himself said, what will I if the fire already be kindled? You see, he wants to put in work, man. The day of vengeance, all right, is here, okay? We're here, man. So let's go ahead and play this, and then we'll go ahead and end it off, and with a couple precepts.
Так вот, если натовцы отправят миротворцев на Украину, они должны понимать, это будет прямым столкновением вооруженных сил России и НАТО. Чем закончится это столкновение, объяснять, наверное, не стоит. Это называется Третья мировая война.
На мой взгляд, если все-таки в блоке НАТО остались здравомыслящие люди, они, конечно, не должны дать.
All right. It says, if there are any sane people left in NATO that will not approve a peacekeeping operation in Ukraine, guess what, man? Turkey's already trying to back out. All right, Turkey is a part of NATO, man, but they already trying to like back out. Okay, they're trying to back out and become more independent. You see, they don't want that smoke, man. They do not want that smoke. You see, and this is when you go into Revelation, the 17th chapter. All right, around the bottom, scriptures tell you how the 10 horns represent NATO. All right, are going to turn on this place, man. They're not going to want no smoke. You got China, Russia, major superpowers, and all their allies, man, that are gearing up to go to war against Babylon the Great. NATO is, those European countries are right over there, man. They're right over there in the Middle East, right next to them. Do you really think they want that smoke? Okay. No, man. Scriptures tell you that. They're gonna turn on this place as well, man. This place is gonna have no allies. None. You see, that's where pride gets you, man. Okay, let's rewind it back a little bit.
На мой взгляд, ну, если все-таки в блоке НАТО остались здравомыслящие люди, они, конечно, не должны дать согласие на проведение подобной операции. Почему? Потому что коллективное, коллегиальное решение всех участников организации Североатлантического альянса будет означать фактически объявление войны России. Ну, это, в общем, казус белли. Это действительно война между Россией и НАТО. Для того, чтобы в этой войне одержать победу, нам, хотим мы или не хотим, нам придется применять тактическое ядерное оружие. На театре военных действий потом уже более пойдет мощное стратегическое ядерное оружие. Это всеобщая ядерная война.
You see that? Universal. Go back. This will mean universal nuclear war, man. Universal nuclear war. And this is what's coming, man. All right. So let's grab a couple more precepts and go ahead and close out. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13. And I'm going to skip around. But verse 1, the burden of Babylon, man. Burden of this place, America, which Isaiah, the son of Amos, did see. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them. Shake the hand that ye may go into the gates of the nobles. You see, when you're standing on the highways and byways, putting these lessons out, man, this is lifting up that banner. All right. That banner, all right, against these, the land of Babylon. Okay. This is, I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. Okay. Now let's skip down. Verse 9. It says, behold, the day of the Lord Yahweh cometh, cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger. And it's funny, man, you got to always bring out the fact that, with these Christians, man, wherein the scriptures does it portray a docile God? Okay. Scriptures never portray just a docile God, man. Yahweh, as scriptures tell you, is a man of war. You see that? You people don't understand the scriptures, man. The Most High is a man of war. All right. So is his son, and so is his elect men. You see that? Behold, the day of Yahweh cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. We touched on that in the previous lesson, man. These are times of judgment for the wicked. Okay, you will be put to death, man. You see that? As an Israelite, if you don't come back to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah. All right. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. Dealing with those missiles, man. You look up any simulated nuclear missile strike, all right, and you see that there's a gigantic ass mushroom cloud that fills the air, all right, and covers the sky. You see, straight darkness, man. You kind of see, this picture. Gloomy, dark. Okay? Gloomy and dark, man. All right? It says, and I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. That measure is being filled. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. You see that? These Americans are more powerful than anybody, man. These Americans are more powerful than anybody. You see that? These are the most powerful Edomites, man. These westernized ass Americans, man. The Most High says, I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. Yeah, these people are being laid low, man, and you see it on their countenance. Okay. Isaiah the 19th chapter goes into how the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof. The spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, man. You look at these modern Egyptians over here in America, okay? Their spirits are failing. Okay? You know, I see videos going out how, you know, these young homeowners, or, you know, these young wannabe home buyers are going in, you know, seeing that these homes, the prices of these homes have skyrocketed and they're not able to buy a home, okay? And they're crying, man, shedding tears. You see, people have different aspirations and things. They've worked years, all right, in college, okay? And then they finally graduate, man, and they're living in a time to where they're realizing their degree is not going to do anything for them. You see that? This goes right back into the fact how riches profit nothing in the day of wrath, man. Your carnal possessions and belongings, yet alone that paperweight, all right, will do nothing for you in these times, man. Nor gold or silver. You see, which is true currency, man. True currency. Even gold and silver is not going to save you, man. We're about to read that. Okay. It says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. That's dealing with the elect, man. That same man we read about in Isaiah 32:2. Okay. It's going to be a defense from these times. You see that we read in Isaiah 33:6, how this truth, this wisdom is going to be our stability. Okay. This is who, you know, when you read Isaiah 4:1, these women are going to be seeking forth, man. Because why? The defense, the protection, the shadow from these damn times. Okay. It's not going to be your nigga on the block. All right. It's not going to be Esau, you know, CEO. Okay. Nobody going to be able to save you, man. Nothing no one has will be able to save you. Okay. That's the point, man. This is the Yahweh Bashmal Shah is going to show you who his chosen are. All right. In these times. Okay. And he's going to exalt his men. All right. In these times, man. You see that? But getting back to the point. Let's skip down to verse 15. It says, everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. You got a lot of our women, all right, Eve and the serpent, man. A lot of our women that are joined unto Esau. You see that? Everybody that's joined unto these Edomites and these devils, you see, will be put to death, man. You'll be put to death. Okay? Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, because this place will be invaded. And everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. All right? Modern day sword, man. All these new, all right, upgraded, improved military weapons. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravished, which means raped. You see that? Which when you look over in that war in Ukraine right now, research it, man. Those Russian troops, you know, they have articles going out how, you know, Ukrainian women are being raped as an act of war. They're being raped. You see that? That's an act of war, man. I mean, that's a byproduct of war. You see that? Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes, right? Their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravished. You see that? Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them. Okay, these are the Medes, man. The Russians. Okay, these are the Medes, the ones making the major moves right now. You see, you got China, all right, making moves. Iran, North Korea, all right. Everybody's making moves. Okay. But Russia ultimately made that move first, man. You see that? All right, let's go back. Behold, will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. You see that? You're not going to be able to buy yourself out of these times, man. You're not going to be able to pay them off. Okay? You know, none of that. None of it, man. You're not going to be able to pay them off. When they come over here, they're coming with the sole goal in mind to destroy and to kill. You see that? It says, their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. You see that? So all you people are you know, living in a state of eat, drink, and be merry, whilst we're living through a baby formula shortage, your children will be put to death, man. You see that? The Most High is not a respecter of persons. All right. If anything happens, that is judgment. You people get so choked up on the fact that, oh, a child, oh, it's a child. And your emotions kick in, not understanding that that child has been here before, man. That child has a spirit, okay, and his spirit has been here before. Or her spirit has been here before, man. You see that? And they did something in their past life where they need to be judged for. Okay? But it says in Babylon, the glory of kingdoms. Yeah, this is the glory of the heathen kingdoms, man. The epitome of wickedness. All right. Daniel, the 2nd chapter. This is the iron and clay feet. All right. The bottom of that statue. Okay. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. This is the excellency of these damn Chaldees, man, dealing with these Edomites. They love America. You see that? They love this place, man. Love it. Love it to death, all right? And a lot of them will be put to death. You see that? You see that? But here's the point, man. It says, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pinch tent there, all right? Dealing with Ishmael, you know, they running these gas stations and shit. This place will be utterly destroyed. This is the only place dealing with America on the earth that by way of this thermonuclear war and all the plagues that will be completely destroyed and never inhabited again. The only one, man. And verse 20 here is proving and showing to you that this clearly is not referring to ancient Babylon. You see, because ancient Babylon, man, you know, dealing with that land over there, you know, around Iraq, okay, people still inhabit that land. You see that? So this is clearly referring to this place, man, spiritual Babylon. It says, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pinch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold. Okay, that's the point, man. This is it. All right. And in this day of wrath, nothing will be able to save you from these times except Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah. And I want to grab another precept dealing with the prophet Ezra. Okay, you could, you know, really read the 15th and 16th chapter in their entirety to get a better, you know, fuller view of things that are going to take place. But I want to skip down to verse 46. It says, for strangers, okay, those foreign troops, for strangers shall reap their fruits and spoil their goods, overthrow their houses and take their children captives. For in captivity and famine shall they get children. And that famine has taken this place by storm. You know, I could go on and on a list of things that have brought about this famine. You see, it says, for in captivity and famine shall they get children. Here's the point. And they that occupy their merchandise with robbery, the more they deck their cities, their houses, their possessions, and their own persons, the more I will be angry with them for their sin, saith the Lord. You see that? So, all these Americans, man, who are being hit hard, all right, who are dealing with this cost of living crisis, these middle class and upper middle class Americans who are being demolished, all right, and who are becoming poor. You see, everyone who's been living in a good case, you've been living decadently, all right, you've been living luxurious, all right, off of a land that you've stolen and raped and robbed, all right, pillaged, okay, to get, guess what? There is a price on your head, man. You see that? There's a price on your head, okay? And they occupy their merchandise with robbery, okay? The more they deck their cities, their houses, their possessions, and their own persons, the more will I be angry with them for their sin, saith the Lord. You see that? And this is why, all right, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah has stirred up the Medes. Okay? This is why there will be nuclear war. Okay? And there is no way around it, man. There's no way around it. You see that? So there is nothing that can save you from these times except wisdom. Okay? Having this truth, man. This is it. Scriptures go into the fact how during the famine of the word, when you're not able to hear this, these lessons and things anymore, people are going to be wandering about looking for answers. You see, kind of like in the book of Eli, you got people wandering around. All right. And what did that Edomite want from Eli? All right. What did he want, man? He wanted the Bible. Okay. Symbolically, man, he wanted the answers. They wanted the knowledge, the understanding, the wisdom. Okay. Insight. But guess what, man? Everything's coming to a close, man. We're one event away. We are one event away from all hell erupting everywhere. We're just one event away, man. Stay warning about these summer blackouts, right? Dealing with black summer. You see that 10 weeks of wheat left globally is set to expire in the first month of August. Okay. We're getting I forgot the exact percentage. I believe it was 36%. I forget the exact percentage, man, but we're getting less containerized imports, okay, from those, the other countries around the world, like China, okay, because of, the place in China that was responsible for those exports went on lockdown, okay. The war over there in Ukraine is hindering us from getting those goods. America is destroying these factories, these meat facilities, these egg facilities. You see, you have wildfires raging in the West Coast. Okay. These farmers are not able to afford and are not able to compensate for these outrageous inflationary prices. So all of those things are going to pass those burdens onto the American citizen, man. And all right, when as these things progress, what the hell do you think the state of mind is going to be for these Americans, man, who have lived so deliciously, right? So chill, free of worry. Okay. They're going to be in a terrible case, man. A very terrible case. You see, and we're going to see that more and more and more. All right. In these, few months ahead, man. This is it. Lord willing, next year. All right. We are out of here, man. I mean, everything is happening. You see, everything is coming together beautifully. Okay. Yahweh Bashem Al-Shah tells you how he's going to make a speedy riddance of them that dwell in the land. You see that? How in Habakkuk, that though the vision tarry, wait for it, because it's going to come and it will not tarry, man. And we're in those times where this vision is, I mean, if you got the eyes to see, man, this thing is picking up. This thing has picked up crazy speed since, March 2020. Crazy speed, man. Like insane. You see that? The U.S. is looking to develop a central bank digital currency. All these nations are doing it. They're about to roll that Rev 13 in, man. They're about to roll that in, because before this place can be destroyed from World War III, that will have to have been implemented. You see, so keep paying attention, man. Keep watching. Stay vigilant. Okay, because we're here, man, and it's about to go down. All right, but with that, I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah. Shalom to the next one.